News outlets are now reporting that the U.S. is at risk of an 18-month-long blackout. And blackout meaning a power outage, because the power grid would fail because the power grid and the infrastructure is not being updated. They're not updating it regularly, and so it's having issues. And because it's having issues, because it's not being updated so regularly, now it's being reported that there's the possibility of an 18-month-long blackout. But I just find it interesting that this is announced after what's happening in Indiana. Like, now this is being put into the news once Indiana is experiencing a prolonged blackout. And it just makes me think about Cuba as well. And almost as if that whole scenario was basically just foreshadowing, or, you know, hypothetically a test for what was to come that is now occurring in Indiana, but is now, because of what is happening in Indiana, being reported that the infrastructure is weak and not being updated to the point where now the U.S. is at risk of an 18-month-long blackout. Like, 18 months of no power and no electricity quite literally is like world changing. And, you know, this could be something that's being put out there so that, you know, people go out and start prepping, and so therefore start buying a bunch of things from these companies, and, you know, therefore causing people to participate within the capitalism because of their fears of a possible outage for 18 months. But it's just so crazy to me. It's actually so insane because it's all based on fear, but it's like, even though it is based on fear, it's not that these things aren't happening. And it's like, but the fear just feels so manufactured at times, to the point where it's like, oh, so these are, you know, tactics being used in order to make people feel the emotion of fear, to then therefore act on those emotions, which honestly seems to just be, you know, continuing to participate within this system. It's just a lot.